Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I am back. Yes, I am back with the NFL predictions. This is week 4 of your NFL predictions here on the Big Fight Field channel. I knew some of you asked where my predictions were. I said I was not doing them last week because of Clash of Champions. We do have a pay-per-view this week, NXT TakeOver this weekend, but I have decided that I will do NFL predictions this week because NXT TakeOver doesn't have that much of my excitement this weekend. So we are going to go over NFL picks today. We're not going to be here for a while. This is going to be short. Hopefully we can get this under 20 minutes. Week 3 was a good week for the Football League. A couple of good games this past week. So without further ado, man, let's get into the predictions. I don't want to waste any much time. But if you have not already, make sure you check out my Clash of Champions review from Sunday and my Monday Night Raw review from last night. So check those two out. Let's get into the predictions. Thursday Night Football. If you care about this game on Thursday Night Football, God bless you, man. God bless your soul. We got the Denver Broncos versus the Jets. Who can possibly give a shit about this football game? Seriously, 2 0-3 teams, 2 teams that are going nowhere this year, and 2 teams that are going to have no more than 5 wins. So, the Jets are home, so I'm going to go with the Jets to win 21-20. So, that's it. Let's move on to the Sunday games, starting off with the Arizona Cardinals going to Carolina to face the Panthers. Cardinals lost at home to the Detroit Lions in an upset. So that's that. And then the Carolina Panthers went to SoFi Stadium and upset the Chargers. And they won without Christian McCaffrey. And now they're facing a Cardinals team. By the way, I am wearing a jacket. I'm absolutely freezing in here. So pardon me. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout. I think the Carolina Panthers are going to keep it close. But at the end of the day, I got the Cardinals getting this victory over Carolina 20-13. So that's my prediction for that game. Next, we go to Jacksonville at Cincinnati against the Bengals. Gardner Minshew versus Joe Burrow. I guess that's a good matchup. 2 decent offenses. Jacksonville got blown out by my Dolphins last week. So that was that. And Cincinnati tied with the Eagles. We'll get into the Eagles on the Sunday night game, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, those Eagles. But for this game, I do think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a good quarterback matchup with Gardner Minshew and Joe Burrow. But at the end of the day, I got Randy Bullock kicking a game-winning field goal for the Bengals in a 26-23 victory at home. The Cleveland Browns are going to AT&T Stadium to face the Cowboys. Cowboys lost last week. I'm not upset over it. I didn't really watch it that much because of Clash of Champions. But they lost by a touchdown, and I watched highlights. I'm glad the way they played. They played pretty good. So, it's a loss. It's whatever. Browns beat the Washington football team. That's not that big of a deal as well. But we got Dallas facing the Browns this week. I did buy a Dak Prescott shirt this weekend on the boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey. I was thinking about wearing it for this video, but I'm like, you know what? Let's save it for next week because next week they're playing the Giants. So we're going to save it for that video next week. So for this game, it'll be close. I'm not going to lie. Very excited for it. Very excited for this game. It's going to be close. And I think the Cowboys get the victory here by a final score 17-10. Yes, I know you guys are probably like, why such a low-scoring game? It's just one of those games that you think are going to be high-scoring, and at the end of the day, it's a low-scoring game. So I'm going with the Cowboys 17 to 10. We got the Saints versus the Detroit Lions in Detroit. The Saints are struggling. They lost to the Packers on Sunday Night Football, while the Lions defeated the Arizona Cardinals this past week. I don't think the Lions carry on their momentum after this. The Saints and Drew Brees, they're going to come out pissed off. They're going to want to take everything out on the Lions. And I think the Saints and Drew Brees will be fine without Michael Thomas. It's just the Packers are better than the Saints. That's all it is. It's not Drew Brees is getting old. They need Michael Thomas. They are still a good team without Michael Thomas. They will be fine. Saints rebound this one in a big way with a final score of 38-24 over the Lions. Next, we got the 0-3 Vikings versus the 0-3 Texans. This is a must-win for both teams. Both teams are 0-3. Both teams were in the playoffs last year, and both of them made it to the divisional round. So the fact that we are seeing both of these teams as 0-3, it's kind of shocking. Not the Vikings that much, but the Texans. Not the Texans that much, but the Vikings, yes. Because I actually thought the Vikings were going to win the division this year, but clearly I am wrong. So that's probably not going to happen. Texans, you could just look at their schedule. They're playing Kansas City, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh. That's really tough. So, coming up, they got a weaker schedule. They got to calm down. I think they get the win at home this week. I think Deshaun Watson plays a great game. I think it'll be close. And I think the Vikings might as well call it a season after Sunday when they lose to the Texans 27-24. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The MVP of the league by far, Russell Wilson. Back-to-back 5-touchdown games. Now, I know that he defeated my Dallas Cowboys, and I didn't think I thought that he was going to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and he did. I'm thinking the same thing for the Dolphins. I love the Dolphins. I love Fitz. I love Flores, but no chance in hell are the Dolphins going to beat the Seahawks this weekend. In fact, I think it'll be in big fashion. I think the Seahawks dominate this game. They dominate the Dolphins, and they get this victory. Does Russell Wilson have another 5-touchdown game? I'm going to say no, but I do think he gets this one in a big way. 34-14 over the Dolphins. So, unfortunately, I do see my Dolphins being blown out this week. Justin Herbert versus Tom Brady. This is back-to-back weeks. Rookie quarterback Justin Herbert is going up against two legends, Tom Brady and then Drew Brees on Monday Night Football. Tom Brady looked like Tom Brady, basically, the past 2 weeks. The past 2 weeks, he's looked like Tom Brady against Carolina and against Denver this week. Nothing is going to change here. They will get this victory against the Chargers. I'm going to go 33-16 over the Chargers, and then they move on to their big Thursday Night Football game next week against the Chicago Bears. And that's going to be a very good game in my opinion. Can't wait to talk about that next week. I think this is one of the best matchups of the week. You got two undefeated teams. I think this is the national televised game for the 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock time zone. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are 3-0. Both teams are very good, even though I cannot stand the Steelers. Both teams are very good. And just because the Titans are home, and I don't think the Steelers are going to be able to stop Derrick Henry, I'm going with the Titans with this one. I think it'll be a very good game. I'll have a close eye on this one as well. And the Titans, they're going to pull out barely 20-14 over the Steelers. Baltimore Ravens, Washington football team. I don't really think I need to spend much time on this one. This has blowout written all over it, especially after last night. Ravens losing to Kansas City. It just seems like Lamar Jackson doesn't have Patrick Mahomes' number. So they're going to have to figure out a way to beat Kansas City in the postseason, because I guarantee you they will meet in the AFC Championship game. They're going to have to find a way to beat them. But for right here, no question, this is the lock of the week, basically, for me. This is my lock of the week. I'm going with Baltimore. Big 43-16 over the Washington football team. Then to end off the 1 o'clock time slate, we do have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Chicago Bears. Nick Foles is the new starting quarterback for the Bears. I don't think you were going to bench a Super Bowl quarterback like that. Mitch Trubisky was not playing great at all last week. And Nick Foles came in, beat the Falcons, and now he's got the starting quarterback, and he is leading this undefeated team. And I think he leads this undefeated team to another victory this week against the Indianapolis Colts. It'll be a very close game. I'm going 20-17 over the Colts, and they will go undefeated going into the Thursday night football game against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. That game is going to be great next week. That's probably going to be the game we talk about the most next week, so stay tuned for that. Let's move into the 4 o'clock games, the Sunday night game and the Monday night football game. Then we'll wrap it up. New York Giants, Los Angeles Rams. I think this is going to be a blowout. Rams are on another level right now. I know they lost to the Buffalo Bills, but they should still be keeping their head up. They will definitely be in playoff contention come the end of the season. Giants, they might as well pack up their bags and call it a year, because I don't see them doing much whatsoever. Rams get this one big, 30-13 over the Giants. Next, and probably the game of the week. I don't think it'll be a game of the week, but in America's eyes, this is the game of the week. The New England Patriots versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Patriots are coming off a dominant victory over the Las Vegas Raiders last week, 36-20. And I did not expect that whatsoever. So kudos to Cam Newton in that offense. But the Chiefs, man, they're coming off a road victory in Baltimore on Monday Night Football. I know they were the Super Bowl champions last year, but they made an absolute huge statement. And people are already going to say, I already hear people saying on Twitter this morning that this year's Kansas City Chiefs team is better than last year's Kansas City Chiefs team who won the Super Bowl. I might have to agree with that. This is absolutely the most dangerous team in the NFL. Offense and defense. They gave up 13 points to Lamar Jackson and that Baltimore Ravens offense last night. A lot of people, when they think Kansas City, they think of, Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, that amazing offense. But now after last night, people are starting to think about that defense and how good that Kansas City defense is and how good they were against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens last night. That was a big statement by Kansas City going into Baltimore and getting that win. And now they're at home. They're facing the Patriots. Everybody's going to be watching this game. And I mean, I don't see good things coming out of this game for the Patriots. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I goddamn hate the Patriots, but I don't see anything good coming out of the Patriots from this game. I'm going with the Chiefs. Big 38-13 over the Patriots. It's going to get ugly in Kansas City, folks. It's going to get ugly. And then I honestly think this game, score-wise, will be better than the Patriots-Chiefs game. That is the Buffalo Bills going to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. We could be seeing 3-0 versus 3-0, but Las Vegas did lose to the Patriots last week. But in Las Vegas, I think this is going to be a very good game. Josh Allen versus Derek Carr. If you want to make a reason why Josh Allen should be the MVP, I could not blame you whatsoever, man. I really could not blame you for that. And if you want to, I mean, go ahead. So, this game, though, I think it'll be close. I think the Raiders are going to have more control in this game than usual. But I'm going with the Raiders 27-20. Now let's move on to Sunday Night Football, where we got Nick Mullins, who had an impressive game this week. I know it's against the Giants. It doesn't say much, but still impressive. 36-9 is a big victory. Nick Mullins and the San Francisco 49ers will host the Philadelphia Trash Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Yes, folks, the Trash Eagles. They're absolutely trash. Trash. How could they not beat this? I know they got Joe Burrow and they got a decent offense, but my God, how can you not beat the worst team last year at home? That is an embarrassment. That is absolutely an embarrassment. They got embarrassed last week by the Bengals in that tie. False start when you're kicking a field goal. Then they punt the ball away. You couldn't piss off your fans even more. And you know what? Your fans don't even care about you anymore. Coming from a guy that likes the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas goddamn Cowboys, your fans do not give a shit about you whatsoever. And they're not going to for the rest of the season, because of the Eagles. If they lose this game, they might as well pack up the bags and call it a year. And you know what? I can't see them beating the 49ers. Oh my God. Oh, I can't see them beating the 49ers. And when they do, when I see them beat the Niners after NXT TakeOver, I'm going to laugh at the television screen and I'm going to say, bye-bye, see you next year. Because that's exactly what is going to happen. They're going to lose and they're going to call it a year because their schedule, folks, their schedule does not get easier. Their schedule does not get easier. After this one, they got to play Pittsburgh. And then they got to play the Ravens. So if they lose here, they have a chance of going 0-5-1. Oh, man. Oh, man, you love to see it. You love it, man. I'm going 49ers here. 37-24, and then after this game, we will say bye-bye to the season of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then to wrap it all up, Monday Night Football, Atlanta Falcons, Green Bay Packers. I mean, just like a bunch of other teams, like I said in this game. If the Falcons lose this one, you might as well call it a season for them as well, because back-to-back week, they're blowing 2-possession leads, 3-possession leads. It's just ridiculous with this team. This team is an absolute circus. And if you're a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, I really do feel bad for you. I do. I know Cowboys beat them, but my goodness, man, how bad do I feel for the Atlanta Falcons fan base? I really do, man. But this one, I don't see it being that good of a performance for the Falcons. Aaron Rodgers is just on fire right now. He's been killing it. He shut up all the doubters, and the Packers get this one big, 35-17. So that's your Week 4 NFL predictions. I want to thank each and every single one of you who has tuned into this video. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel for some great content coming up this week, man. We got another big week, and I'll make an announcement about my guest for my NXT TakeOver preview and predictions coming up on Friday morning. I don't know if it's going to be Friday morning or Thursday afternoon. More than likely, it'll be Thursday afternoon. But comment down below what you thought. Comment down below your picks for NFL Week 4. I want to know your picks down below. I want you to hit that like button if you like what I have to say. Follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for your AEW Dynamite review right here on the Big Fight Field channel. Have a good day and stay safe, folks.